So obviously, we're back at Magic Kingdom today.
We made it!
We made it. We were just in Pennsylvania, now we're back in Florida,
And that 2-week closure was a lot longer than we thought it was going to be.
we're in the same spot we ended up with one of our last videos when we first started vlogging back.
When we talked about what we were expecting from the 2 weeks of closures, funny enough, some of them happened. Mind you, it was 3 months, but hey. But we talked last time a little bit about the fact we hope when we came back that the castle will be done and they'd have a couple of other things. They have the security stuff that is done out front, including the launches, the castle, as you can see. Look at it. It's so pretty.
It's vibrant. It's bright.
It's like you put the saturation level at 100, but it's real life. And that's the way that Disney should be.
So, yeah, we're back. This is the first AP preview day. I think today is the 9th. Yeah,
we're going to go with that.
Yeah.
It's the first day.
Yeah, it's the 9th.
For normal people.
It's July 9th. The kingdom officially opens on the 11th. But we're just going to take you through just our day today. Some of the stuff that we missed, doing just all the time.
We're going to see what steps they've kind of taken. We're not really focused a lot on the safety. We've seen a lot of what Disney plans to do with that, just by Disney Springs. So this is more about enjoyment. But I have to admit, I wish that every day that I'd ever been to Magic Kingdom was like this day.
Yeah, it's been glorious so far. And we arrived late. The park opened at 9 a.m.
9.
We didn't get here till
about 10:30,
11,
maybe 11.
Yeah. We walked up Main Street. We've seen a few character cavalcades.
Yeah,
we
they're
got
great.
Starbucks.
Woo.
Now I think it's time for some real food.
Food.
Yeah, awesome.
Off we go.
So let's see how they're going to social distance some of these restaurants. And where are we going for food?
I don't know.
Well, not Casey's Corner.
Not Casey's Corner. No corn dog nuggets for you. But we can make them at home.
Yeah. So your Starbucks is operating only one side.
But they're using all of the key.
Yeah. There's nobody here. And I hope this is the new normal because this feels like just an AP preview kind of deal. But
We'll find out.
yeah, we'll find out quick.
For right now, it's beautiful. However, there's lots of us.
Yeah.
It's vlogger heaven right now.
It's all bloggers and vloggers, and it's just, I mean,
Not a problem though.
everybody's out doing their own thing. Nobody's on top of each other, which is great. You know what? I'm really hungry, but a 15-minute wait for Peter Pan's flight. You want to ride before lunch?
Sure.
Yeah. Wait here. Wait here. Wait here. Wait here. Wait here. I haven't been through this queue in, well, since it actually is like open, since it started, so this is fun. And you never see Peter Pan's flight queue like this. It's not even 15 minutes. We're already here. Walk on.
Woo! That was crazy.
Yeah. I've never had that happen before, even during like not so scary nights. Cool. So, like Kristen just said, there's hand sanitizers everywhere. And unlike other parks we've been to recently,
Boy.
they've all been full.
Yeah. We've had, so in just Peter Pan, so just in Peter Pan's flight, there was one when you walk into the attraction, there's one right before you get on the ride, and then there's one right at the exit. That's 3 in a single attraction, and all were full.
So we're seeing this in a few places around Magic Kingdom. It's just a bunch of the "Please wait here" signs that are just all over the ground, and they're just lighting different areas. Now, typically this is where Peter Pan meets, but the "Please wait here" signs, they start way back there, and they kind of twirl around to come back and forth a few times. I guess it starts here,
Well, this is
and it goes down. So this is Peter Pan's flight. Like, this is extended. So they anticipate this being utilized for Peter Pan's flight, and it's all because it's going to come in and around. So that's wild. I mean,
It's good that they're thinking about it. Hopefully the capacity isn't going to be that. Today it's obviously not. But I'm hoping this is where it's going to be. Because when we looked at, if you were doing the reservations, so like annual passholder reservations went quick. And there's no days until like August or something. So I don't know if they'll need all of this space, but it's nice to know they're thinking about it.
available all-day menu. Sorry, we are closed. Just some more of this eerily empty Magic Kingdom.
So a couple fun things is Disney has done an awesome job so far about enforcement of not just masks, but also social distancing. Everywhere we've been, it's been a, hey, you need to move, hey, you need to move. Please stand on that line or behind that line, don't get too close to each other. And they have announcements going kind of regularly through
Yeah, it's
the park,
been
which is nice.
every, I want to say 20 or 30 minutes, but we're hearing quite a bit throughout the park. and at the front of the park too. And originally I was a little bit perturbed because, you just don't hear the PA system used inside Magic Kingdom like that.
Yeah.
It's never used. I mean...
Except for, like, fireworks.
Yeah.
But that's the funny thing is it sounds like they have the same announcer that normally does the fireworks announcements, which makes sense. The other thing that's been really great is the cavalcades.
The cavalcades have been wonderful.
It's kind of consistent. It happens regularly. It really makes the parks feel alive. So even though you can't meet these characters, you can still see them. For us, it's great because we don't like interacting with characters. We just like pictures of characters.
And one of my friends said it felt very much like Disneyland. Like, the characters just make the park come alive, but you don't need to interact with them to see them or to have that feeling. And it does. It helps. A lot of these... Just the parade route would feel very dead without the characters' involvement. And I know you can't meet them right now, but they're still here and still like, hey, you're at Disney.
And it's not just the parades either. Like, we've run into the Country Bears are on top of Country Bear Jamboree. We saw the Stepsisters who are out back in the castle.
They were interacting with people too as they were walking by.
Yeah,
that was great.
They're mic'd, they're good to go, they're chatting, they're talking. And it really just makes it feel good.
And it's continuous too. It's not like you need to, because they don't want you waiting around for things. Things are just happening. We saw a cavalcade on Main Street of, who was the first one we saw? Well, we saw one go by, and then not even 10 minutes later we saw a Goofy one go by, and then we saw Winnie the Pooh and Friends happen right after that. And then by the time we were up to the castle, the Main Street Philharmonic was coming down, and we were taking photos of the castle, and then we saw Mickey and Minnie come down. And it's just...
princesses, we've seen the other characters, and that's not even... And we've only been here for not that long now.
Yeah. But it's a continuous stream of characters, and it makes the place feel alive, even though there's not a lot of people here.
Also, I have to admit, I'm really impressed with people. It is hot as heck today. It's one of those, like, 2 shower kind of days. If you're from Florida, you know what that means. But people they're actively wearing their masks. They're staying away from each other. The only time we've seen people that haven't had their masks on, they're sitting down eating. And that's impressive, especially considering the other parks that we've been to recently. So, good job, Disney. So far, so good. We're going to wait for lunch.
We're going to Skipper Canteen.
I've missed the background loops. I really have. It's a sad statement, but we actually listen to these in the car when we're bored because we really want to be at Disney, so it's nice to be back. Funny here at Skipper Canteen is you'll see when you walk in that there is certificates for Businessman of the Year going to Alberta Falls, and they've crossed off man for woman because obviously she's a woman. But if you come over here, they finally got one right. Look at that. So we've had a slight mask change up. Woo! How exciting. We were at Skipper Canteen and there was a little accident.
The server brought us our drinks out. We're just trying to rehydrate with a bunch of water. We got Powerades. He pulled the glass off his tray, and as he lifted it over to the table, the bottom fell off.
The bottom just fell out. It's great. Great, it's fine.
So it ended up all over the cameras, the phones, and then
My
majority of
mask.
it on Kristen.
My shorts, my shirt. My shoes are still really, really damp. But now we're going to go back out into the park.
Yeah, now we're going to go try to dry off.
We have no set plans. This is just a fun day.
It's nice to be back. And I guess I've been saying that a lot, but
it's true.
It's true. There's something to be said about going to, like, we're at Universal, or we're at SeaWorld, or doing something like that.
Right here?
But when you're back at Disney, it feels different.
It does.
These are the parks that I grew up with. I've only been to Universal Annual Passholder since 2012. I've been coming to Disney since 98.
98? That was my first trip to Disney, too.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago.
So
we're old.
It's nice. It's refreshing. So a socially distanced Pirates of the Caribbean line. So it looks like they're actually going to start up over here and then bring it back, and it's going to wrap all the way through all this area here. 10 minutes.
Now, you scurvy scoundrels, do I earn my thunder? Let's Paris and its many shiny rewards. As a career,
Wasn't no big changes in my opinion. Everything looks really good though. I don't know if they did any routine maintenance while everything was closed, but it certainly looked like it.
Possible.
And only major difference is, of course, the social distancing in the queue, and
And on the boats.
on the boats. Yeah.
They will put you, like, we're a small party, obviously. There's only 2 of us. And we were sat with, we shared a boat with a party of like 5. They had the front of the boat, we had the back of the boat. There was still like 3 rows between us.
Which is great because, I mean, being a party of 1 or 2 before, they would try to mash another
Multiple
party of
together.
1 or 2 in the same row with you. And in this world, I can get used to my own row without having to ask for it. That's great. So all the major quick service. So Pecos Bill is open, as well as Cosmic Rays and a few other locations. You need to mobile order. There is no ands, ifs, or buts about it. You need to mobile order. And once you mobile order, they're going to direct you out to a table to make sure that you can A, get a table inside so that it's socially distanced from other parties. But then B, so that they're going to bring you out to any of the fixins. The fixins bar is all prepackaged. You can't just walk into these restaurants and order. You need to mobile order. So I know we've been loving mobile order in the past year or so, but you got to adapt to it and you got to move forward, and that's a non-negotiable in this world right now.
There are certain things that don't. Like we went to the Main Street Bakery earlier. They are still not on the mobile order train.
Now the attractions list did say that the shooting gallery, the shooting arcade, was closed. So that's accurate. It is closed. It's dark. Like, no effects, no nothing. So
Just to show you, wildlife happens. It's a snake. I appreciate that they've made a perimeter.
That's cool.
Sometimes things happen that are hilarious, and I have to admit, the Disney pest control people, they are serious badasses. There was a little snake, well, not a little snake, big snake, in the walkway here in Liberty Square, and the pest control person literally just came up, grabbed it with a picker, wrapped it around her hand, and walked away. That was crazy. That was
wild.
She's
She just-
badass.
She did. It was so cool. They had
She's a badass.
like 4 or 5 people just watching it to make sure that nobody went towards it, and then she just came up and was like, "Oh, yeah, this is mine," and it's gone. And she just
Picked
she's
it up,
gone.
wrapped it around her hand. Yeah, no, she's gone.
That's cool.
She just
Disney-
like disappeared with it.
Was it pest management or something with Disney?
Yeah.
They're wild people. That was crazy.
That was cool. Ready, Mansion? Spooky House is a 5-minute wait, so let's go see how this works. So the graveyard is currently closed, which is fine. They do have markers in it, so that's great. So eventually they will use it, but for now,
Welcome, foolish mortals, to the Haunted Mansion. Now, as they say, look alive, and we'll continue our little tour.
Haunted Mansion has been the most drastically changed of all the attraction we've seen so far. There's no stretching room. You just walk right through it.
It's the first one that we've been to where the storyline has been affected.
Yeah, but I'm
We haven't
kind
been
of
on a lot of rides, but it's the first one that, because the stretching room is such a big talking point for this ride, it really kind of explains a little bit.
no foyer, no stretching room. You don't need to wait. There's no waiting because typically you'd wait outside to go inside. You'd wait again in the foyer, and you'd wait in the stretching room, and then wait again. There's no waiting. You rock it right through. And we've seen it. We've done Haunted Mansion hundreds of times at this point. We've lived here a long time. It doesn't. The excitement for me is I'm on that ride the second I walk in that building, which is great. I love it. I don't need the build-up. The average first-time, second-time guest might need the build-up. For me, I'm in love. That was the most enjoyable Haunted Mansion experience I've ever had. So this has been basically what we've been seeing today. As you just saw, somebody with a camera getting footage, people vlogging, people blogging.
Us. It's just a whole bunch of people doing what we're doing.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of. Interesting. We saw these back here that started. So Mine Train's major drop is right here. And way back there, way back, toward basically the entrance to Mine Train, is where the social distance markers start for the Mine Train queue. It goes all the way around. It wraps all the way around Mine Train.
But it would go, so it's coming from that direction?
No, it starts over here. It wraps.
Look.
Yeah, no.
You facing this way?
Yeah, because you go around the other way to come back around. It goes around the entire ride.
This is what we were talking about. Unlike a lot of the other places, Disney's plan seems to be for when they are at much higher capacity than they are right now.
Because this is crazy.
This is they with a limited capacity and needing a reservation, it makes absolutely no sense. They're for Mine Train.
It's for Mine Train. It goes
Yeah,
all the way
goes
around.
all the way around. That's what we're following. We're like, I wonder how far it goes.
Okay, so we're still looking at the Mine Train queue here. I want to figure out where it actually starts on the other side. It has to start near the entrance. I can't imagine getting here in the morning and coming to the entrance and being like, oh yeah,
Gotta
go around the entire building.
So what this is, the weird thing about this, or what this is very reminiscent of for me, is before Matterhorn's queue was all set at Disneyland, this is what you'd have to do. And they used to have it split into the two queues, but you'd have to go to the opposite side, like the Tomorrowland side entrance, and then you racked the entire way around the mountain.
I remember that.
And it was like, so this is very reminiscent of that, and it's quite.
So Mad Tea Party is a walk-on, but there's only one party on it ahead of us. So I think we're going to be the only ones riding it. That'd be so cool. Let's do it. Okay, so we're not the only ones on Kiko's. We're one of 3 cups, though. Oh, hey. More hand sanitizer.
Remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside while your teacup is spinning.
Because it's empty. I guess this is how the calendar previews have been the last 2 days as well. There's just nobody here. This is like that season 1, episode 1 of Twilight Zone. Where is everybody? Yeah, I see your glare, Kristen. Guess, oh, there's no line at Astro Orbiter.
Still no.
Oh, come on.
Do you really want to?
There's no line.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So it's just one party per elevator going up. So you don't.
Hand sanitizer? 2 hand sanitizers.
There's enough hand sanitizers. There's one back there in the queue too. There's so many hand sanitizer. I'm so happy. But yeah, that's how they're social distancing the elevators up to Astro Orbiter. So I can imagine that this line will get pretty long because of that, because they usually just pack them. But cool. We're gonna get our own elevator.
Whoa!
Is it our own? I'm so excited.
It's an elevator. We've been in them before.
Oh, baby. Oh, they're holding both sides. Okay. And then you're waiting to go down, too.
I almost lost my hat.
I saw that. So this has been another common sight today. All of the FastPass Plus redemption areas for the rancher, so you can enter the FastPass queue, they're all, blanked out. Something's over them, there's a board over them, or you can't see FastPass Plus. So nobody's even questioning FastPass Plus. Even the kiosks are all covered up, so you can't even question, I can get a FastPass Plus. No, it doesn't exist. So, no people mover today. So in addition to us talking about the other, just queues laid out for social distancing, for when they anticipate the real crowds, this looks like it's going to be a Buzz Lightyear queue. Typically in regular park days, it is, and it goes into the side here. But it looks like they already have it spaced out along with other portions, ready to roll for a total extended queue when the capacity allows it.
No, not a video, a photo.
No, we're doing a video too. There's so much room for activities. Oh yeah, I matched the wall. I've matched 2 walls today. I definitely recommend, I've switched my mask out once now. You switched your mask out once, right, Kristen?
Mm-hmm.
Or twice?
Once.
Bring an extra mask or 2. You're gonna sweat through it. People keep saying, it's gonna be hard to wear a mask in July or August in Florida, it's too hot. Yes, it's too hot. But Florida
it's too hot to wear normal clothing.
You wanna be naked, you wanna be in a pool. You don't wanna be walking around an asphalt jungle of a theme park as it is. Just put a mask on and shut up. We did it. I don't even know.
Hello.
Hello. It's been a hot day. It's been a fun day. We're back in Magic Kingdom. Disney reopened. Magic Kingdom reopens in officially 2 days on July 11th. We'll be back here for that. So what you witnessed here today and what we witnessed and what we showed you is, we hope it's an idea and a general representation of what we're going to experience for official opening on Saturday.
I'm interested to see. It's nice that we'll have the comparison.
But
we'll see.
I cannot say enough. As much as we said it's empty and there's nobody here.
But they require reservations, and reservations for today were full.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. They did hit a capacity, if you will, for reservations for this preview, which is why people had to go to other parks. So it's not as if it's just opened and free and willy-nilly. We're actually expecting them to hit kind of what they would probably consider a new capacity fairly regularly with the reservation system. So that it's not to say that it's empty.
It's not
no one here.
Empty. The queues are short. This has been a very enjoyable day, and I hope this is the case that we experience on Saturday as well and other days moving forward.
If this is the standard that comes into play because of reservations, then I think that's a very positive thing.
Yeah. There's been a lot of great things today. I have a lot of thoughts on how Disney has knocked it out of the park, especially compared to other places we've been to recently. Because I personally thought that Universal did an amazing job, and then I thought that SeaWorld did an okay job. Busch Gardens did a better job than SeaWorld. Knoebels was great. Hershey Park was Disney,
I'm impressed.
I'm very impressed, yeah.
We'll see if it continues. Obviously, this is a preview day, and they've been having preview days for cast, so it's hard to say if this is reality now, but it really makes you feel confident moving forward, so we'll see how the rest of it goes.
Yeah, it was a warm welcome back, and I'm happy to be a pass holder. Cool.
Yay!
Cool. Signing off for the day. We're going to go get out of the sun. It's going for 6 p.m. Wow.
It's toasty.
Yeah. So signing off for the day, this is Brett.
And Kristen.
Thanks for watching.